Our question today comes from a tenant who says, can a new tenant take over my lease if I sell my business? Well, it's certainly possible and probable that a lot of companies sell their businesses and the leases are assigned or subleased to the new owner. But I would check with your lease and check with your landlord. Most leases are going to have a provision that they are, if the entire company is sold, but they still might be subject to the landlord's approval. Also, it may not necessarily release you as the original tenant from your liability on the lease. So check the lease, check with the landlord, and know up front what you're going to have to do. We saw one yesterday where the landlord was asked to remove the old tenant from a personal guarantee on the lease. The landlord said, look, I don't have to based on the lease, but I'll consider doing that if the new purchaser of the business is of better credit, or at least as good a credit, better cash, and experience. So, if the landlord feels like that his lease is in a better position, then maybe he'll release the liability from the previous tenant. But the basic answer to your question, probably, but go ahead and review your lease, check with your lawyer and/or broker, and check it out and make sure you know what needs to be done to release you from liability, or just to sublease to the new tenant, and maybe you still are liable. If we might be of service, you're invited to reach out to us. Ask Michael Bull is brought to you by these great companies. To discover more about their benefits and services, visit creshow.com.